Imam Hussein alayhi salam's main reasons for taking the women and children with him to Kerbala may be understood on many levels. Number one was that Imam Hussein alayhi salam wanted to convey a message about his pure intentions, that his mission was not to overthrow any throne. For the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam had many opportunities throughout their lives, throughout their lifetimes, to fight for a throne, but they weren't interested in politics. And so Imam showed, when he had his women and children and aged companions with him, that this was not a man heading for a war. As well, Imam alayhi salam had thought out and knew that Yazid was a man who was out for blood. And therefore Imam alayhi salam ensured that he had with him women and children who would be able to continue and spread the message and to be able to narrate what happened on the plains of Kerbala. And it was a brilliant strategy on Imam alayhi salam's part. Not only did he understand correctly that defenseless women and children would not be killed and therefore would be alive to spread the message, but he also knew that Yazid would do his best to torture them, and therefore it conveyed a different message. It showed to the world that Yazid was so cruel that even women and children would be treated cruelly by him. This was an important message for the people to see. Not only did they see that these women were suffering, and that this was the family of the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, but they also saw that these women continued to spread the message despite the difficulty. And subhanAllah, Imam alayhi salam chose the most brilliant ambassadors that he could find. And another message was conveyed, that women and children must continue to do their role. And that is why today when we see the julus, and we see women and children, babies and strollers, joining the procession, there is a message being given out to the people, the same type of message Imam was giving, that everyone has to play a role in spreading the message and to keep the message of Imam Hussein alive. We also find that in these days when media is there at our disposal, that this continues to be the best medium to spread the message. So Imam was brilliant in his planning. The women and children have set a precedent. We continue to follow in their footsteps. Using media, they used their eloquent speeches, which continue to stand in time as the best way to reach out to the people. And we follow in their footsteps and continue with the media available to us to spread that message. Imam alayhi salam showed us that all of us can play a role, and the women and children must not stay at home. All of us may come out into the battlefield and use our own skills and our own sincerity in different ways to continue to spread the deen.